Hi, guys. This is Derek Sheridan. Thanks for your emails. I thought it might be easier to do this way than to try to type all this out, try to save a little time, maybe make 400 words into 40. But anyway, about my interviewing binders, I know the camera's going everywhere, so please forgive me. This was the one I used the last time I interviewed for a position, and I customized the cover with a neat picture that the Toledo Blade had of us upsetting a bigger school on the last second shot. Anyway, I just named it a building a competitive high school basketball program. I included a nice article that was written about me in the local paper, and then a couple profile packets that we created and sent out to universities who were interested in a couple of our players. Table of contents, there you have it, 13 things. And in this particular binder, I just went ahead and tabbed everything according to the number listed on the table of contents. This was an interview that came up out of nowhere, so I was hustling to get this one done. I used this binder when I got the Maumee job, and I got included in here boys basketball program organization checklist. And I think it's important to add your teaching philosophy if you're indeed a teacher, basketball coaching philosophy, defense, offense, pretty in depth, at least for me in depth. Off-season basketball goals. I've got tabbed, parent meeting, parent information night itinerary from that year, scouting report, practice plan, sample practice plans, sample scouting reports, junior high program, feeder system. Then I end it with offense and defense. So that was a binder I used several years ago. This was also something I used in the interview, just to outline the feeder program. I think when you interview for a job, it's important to have something organized that shows that you have a feeder program system in place and you know what you're doing in that aspect, because you're going to get asked that during any interview. This is going back to the early 2000s. Opening thoughts, core values, backbone of the program, and then I have this one tabbed a little nicer than the other ones. But it goes through the exact same stuff, maybe a little bit more in depth. Excuse me. This is, I got this from one of my really good coaching friends, and he's the Wayne Brooks, and he was the coach that taught me how to tab it according to the table of contents. You can see the tabs there. And trust me, that makes it a lot easier. There's Wayne's table of contents. Prior to using the binders, I had these booklets that I made. I interviewed for the Washington senior job. And you can see it's got some age on it, but it's still pretty good. And there's a table of contents for that packet. I interviewed for the Gary Andrean job in Indiana a million years ago, and there's a table of contents in that one. We used to have some acronyms and stuff we don't use so much anymore. I always included a shooting and dribbling workout program. And then this was the most simple, obviously, that I made. This is when I interviewed for a junior college job. And it's boys basketball program outline, team defense, team offense, and just the men's basketball program pretty much at large. And there's a table of contents for that one. Anyway, the way I did the the little binder or the comb binded packets was I'd always find out how many people were going to be on the interview committee, and you can maybe see the marks here. And I would take all 3 or 4 of the booklets. I'd put one of those big clips, one of those big metal clips here. And when I introduced myself prior to the interview to each of the people on the interview committee, I would hand the packet with my left hand and then shake with my right. Anyway, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, you have my email address. See ya. Bye.